Hi, I'm Kelly Shapinsky. I'm your social worker today. I'm here to talk with you.
Hi, my name's Jane,
Hi, Jane.
and I've been feeling really depressed lately. I just had a brand new baby, and I'm a full-time student and I have a full-time job.
Oh, wow. Okay, let me get this right. You have a full-time job
Yes,
and a baby, and you're in school.
I am. And my husband, he works a full-time job and a part-time job, and he also is a full-time student. And he thought that I should come in and talk to somebody because he says he just can't handle it.
Now, when he says he can't handle it, what does he mean he can't handle it?
I don't want to get out of bed anymore. The baby was just born 5 weeks ago. And school, we're in our 6th week now, and it's just too much. I'm taking 15 credits, and the baby wasn't planned. We're just, we're broke. I'm not getting enough sleep, and I'm, I just don't feel the way that I want to feel, particularly not towards the baby.
Have,
I,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I just thought I'd feel differently about the baby.
Okay, have you talked to your counselor at school about maybe reducing some of the hours so you can have some time spend with the baby?
Well, at this point, we're beyond the point where I'm allowed to withdraw. At this point, it takes special permission. You have to go to a counselor. And I should have dropped at the beginning of the term because I am taking 15 credits, but we need the full time, and I'm really trying to graduate by June, but I just don't know. I'm just, I just feel so overwhelmed. The baby,
Have you talked to your husband about helping out a little bit?
well, he is right now. When I am at home, I just don't want to get out of bed. And on the weekends, I don't get dressed. And he says that I need to do something.
And have you talked to any support system? Do you have a family that's going to support you in any way?
Well, I have a mom, and she would help, but I don't want to get her involved because, well, my mom went to school full time, had 5 kids, and had a job after my dad left her, and she did just fine. She never had any problems like I'm having, and she's always giving me advice about what I can do to make it better. She's always nagging me about getting my stuff done, the house cleaned, and getting up and changing the baby's diaper. And it just feels like it's too much. It's just too much.
Have you talked to your mom about helping out a little bit with you and the baby and your husband?
No, because I just don't want the guilt. She expects me to be her, and I'm not her. I'm just not as good as she is.
Well, I wouldn't say that you're not as good as she is. I would reflect more on that you're your person. You are who you are, and your mom is somebody else. You can't compare yourself to your mom. I mean, as much as you want to, you just can't do that. You have to take in consideration that you have a full-time job, you have a baby, you have a husband, you have school, you're working, and it's just a lot of it might be just a little bit too much, but I mean, you're just going to have to sit down and realize, hey, this is my life, and I'm going to try and do the best I can at it. And if you have a support system to help you, like your mother or even a friend in the family, what about church or any organizations like that?
Well, we haven't had time to be back at church because of the baby and school and work, and we don't ever seem to be home at the same time anymore. It's just too hard for me to get up and go with the baby. And I was excited when I was pregnant. I really thought she wasn't planned. I was excited, and I really thought that I would enjoy having a baby. Well, all my friends have babies. They like to play with their babies and dress their babies and go out for walks, and I don't want to hold her. I don't want to change her. I don't want to feed her.
I understand. So you're saying you don't want anything to do with the baby at all?
She's a wonderful baby. She deserves a better life. I just can't do it all. It feels like it's too much.
And you don't have any support systems outside the house that can help you?
Mm,
Any friends? You have friends that have babies? And
I do. I do. I just feel like such a loser because they're not having the problems I'm having. They've got a husband, they have jobs. They don't seem to have any problems with my babies. I don't know what's wrong with me. And I don't know, it just seems like as if there's something wrong, that something got broken when I had the baby.
Something inside of you feels something's missing, maybe.
I'm just not the same person that I was before I
Right.
had the baby. I used to have lots of energy, and I would take lots of classes. I get like 18 credit hours. No problem. I'd go to work, and I'd have time to hang out with my friends and be there for my husband. And I just don't feel like that person anymore. I just feel like it's different, and I don't like this person anymore.
Well, you have to realize you have a lot on your plate. You are working full time, and you are going to school full time, and you have a baby. And having a baby is going to put a lot of pressure on you, and something that's new. I mean, you're not used to it. So maybe you can help reflect back on that. All the good things that you have in your life going for you. You're going to school, you have the baby, you have a husband who cares for you, he's working.
He's got the baby out in the car now, and just like he's taking care of the baby, and he loves the baby, and I want to love the baby. I feel like I love the baby, but I just every time that I just every day I tell myself tomorrow it's gonna be different. Then I just can't get out of bed.
Have you tried maybe going to bed earlier at night? Maybe it has something to do with your sleep cycle. Maybe you're just not feeling up to going to bed at a certain time because you're overwhelmed with school.
Well, the baby keeps
Or
me up all night. I'm always falling asleep. I'm always in bed.
what
And
about talking to one of the counselors at school about your schedule? Can you take a lesser load off of you?
maybe I could do that. I really want to graduate this spring. It just makes me wonder if I'm even going to be able to do it. Can I work even if I graduate? Am I going to be able to work and raise a family and be a wife? It just feels like so much. Like all these people giving me advice. Everybody gives you advice about your baby. Do this, do that, do this, do that. I can't get my own hair brushed in the morning.
Well, maybe if you just take some time to yourself and think about everything that you have good going for you and your baby and your family, maybe that will help out a little bit. Have a more positive outlook.
Yeah, I do have a lot of things that are good, that are going well. I just don't have a good husband.
Well, see, you have a good husband. That's a good support system. You have your husband. You have the baby. You love the baby. You're just tired probably from everything going on with school. You have a positive outlook in life. Um, Maybe if you had more resources in your life, maybe you could talk to your mom a little bit more, and maybe she could help with you and the baby and your husband. And I think that's and if you have more support systems.